Well, hello guys, it's your Irish Spud here. Next episode, I can't go digging because of the weather. It's been raining a lot and it's windy, so the fields are really wet, not suitable for digging. I don't really fancy a beach either in this weather, and because I'm not feeling the best of myself, so I'm staying home resting. And I thought I'll shoot a video of me cooking. Um, if you like it, you can get the ingredients and cook yourself. I'm gonna give you a recipe this time, so tune in and I hope you enjoy it. Right, so we're gonna start off with some olive oil on the pan. Right, medium heat to start off. Some olive oil. Now we need to flavor it, so we need garlic. So in goes the garlic, just the whole clove, so you don't have to worry about chopping it or doing whatever else with it. So garlic on the pan. Let's tidy up. Right, what we're gonna need next we're gonna be using lamb neck fillets. Lovely pieces of lamb. So let's cut it up into lovely chunks. Right, so we got the garlic browning up nicely. Next, we've got bay leaves. I'm using fresh bay leaves out of my garden, but you could use any. What I do is I wrap them in my hands to release the flavor. That's just water to release the flavor, and in they go. So what we're doing right now is we're building our flavor. Now, as soon as that hits the pan, don't let that burn. In goes our lamb. We're going to have to brown it nicely before we hit the next step. So high heat. Right, so that's the meat browning. I've already removed the garlic because you don't want the garlic to burn. Now the meat has to brown up, and whatever juices come out of it, they have to evaporate. Let's that do its job. In the meantime, I'm going to wash the peppers and slice the peppers. I'm using the sweet Ramiro peppers, so let's wash them and let's cut them up. Right, the pepper being washed. Let's just spray them, there's no water on them. Now we're going to cut them julienne. First, remove the seeds and the white bit. Try not to waste too much. Need to sharpen my knife, of course, as usual. Always forget about it. Right, these are going to get cut julienne. Let's check on the meat. Yes, browning up lovely. Another few minutes. This stage we're going to add a tiny bit of pepper. You don't want too much because it can overpower the flavors. Right, let that cook for another wee minute and let me get the rest of the ingredients. That's the meat lovely brown. So next step now. We're gonna flambe it. So I'm gonna use a Polish specialty spice and bread vodka, but you can use whatever alcohol you want. It's just to get the flavors from the bottom of the pan. It's cooking out already. Let's get all the flavors out. That's it. Now, let that cook for a tiny bit longer. Now in goes the next ingredient, which is tomato puree. I'm gonna do around say 3 teaspoons of it. We're gonna use some sea salt. I use the flake sea salt. A little bit more pepper. Sure. Now, this is the time where in goes the peppers. The main ingredient. We're still on high heat. Mix the peppers and meat and let them cook for a little. Let them get soft. Still have that bay leaf and the tiny bit of rosemary in there. You don't want too much rosemary because rosemary could be overpowered. Right, now that the peppers have cooked for a while, the last step before we leave it is the white wine. I am using the Sauvignon Blanc, that's what I have at home, but any wine would do. A Riesling would be good for it. So, be quite generous, around 100 ml at least. Now it's still in the high heat, so down to a low heat. The lid goes on and we'll leave it for after an hour. Right, in the meantime get your pot ready for your pasta. So sea salt, a bit of olive oil, just a drop just to stop the pasta sticking. Lid goes on and medium heat. And we'll leave that for about at least 40 minutes until the meat is tender. Right, so it's been cooking for a while. As you can see, it's reduced. Now we're going to remove the bay leaves. If I can find them all. And the stalk from the rosemary. There we go. Give it a mix. Let's have a wee taste. Right, so the meat needs a little bit longer. I'll get the pasta sorted. It probably needs another 15-20 minutes, I think, but it also needs a little bit of salt. So we're gonna put more salt in. And we'll do a little bit more black pepper. You could do this recipe with chilies, any chilies you like. Although I'm not adding chilies because my kids don't like spicy food, so I'm trying to make it as mild as possible. Right, let that cook for another 15-20 minutes. Let's get the pasta sorted in the meantime. Okay guys, so the water for the pasta is boiling. The pasta I'm going to use today is rigatoni. You can use any pasta you want, whether you could use penne. I like the rigatoni for this recipe, so that's why I'm using it. That's pasta in now. Make sure you don't overcook it. It has to be al dente, otherwise it's not going to be good. It's going to be falling apart. Right, the lid on and let's this cook. Shouldn't need long, no more than 10 minutes. Alright, pasta is ready. How to tell your pasta is ready? Don't cook it according to what it says on the package or whatever. Just pick one out and taste it and see if it's right. Mine's al dente, so I'm gonna drain it. Now guys, the most important thing, the simplest thing, which is pasta. Do not put cold water over it. Drain it and leave some cooking water with the pasta, because that's what's going to make your sauce. Otherwise you're getting rid of all the good stuff in there. Okay, time to finish this dish off. So pasta drained with a little bit of water in it and it's still hot, and we're going to put in the sauce. Why? Because when it's hot like that with bits of water, the sauce will stick all over it, and that's what you want. So let's mix it up. Suppose that pan is a bit too small. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it back in here. And this one, which is still warm, because I haven't rinsed it with cold water. So everything goes in here. Make sure you get every tiny bit of your sauce. Now, mix it all up. Make sure it all comes together. Make sure the flavors mix and the sauce is covering all the pasta. Biggest mistake you can make with this dish is rinse your pasta, put it on a plate separately, and then pour sauce over it. It's never going to taste half of what it's supposed to taste. So now, as you can see, there's still heat on. You can turn it to medium. And let this cook for another couple of minutes. Let this lovely bits of water from the pasta combine with your sauce, and it's going to be a magical mixture. It's going to be delicious. Okay, let's plate it up. Lovely portion. I gotta pair this with a lovely butter of Bordeaux. You can pair it with any wine you want, but I'm using Bordeaux, which I got from my friends, straight from France. Just one last finishing touches. So for the decoration and the flavor, parsley on top. I love parsley, goes well with them. A little bit of rosemary. And there you go guys. The lamb ragu. Enjoy.